everyone, today we are in Puerto Madryn and we have decided to walk along the beach. The beach is like forever long, kilometers and kilometers, and here you can see what it looks like, give you a bit of a flavor of it. We're hoping to see some birds as well. We'll see what happens, but just a nice and relaxing days after 9 days at sea, 4 of those in Antarctica. It's nice to be back in a warm climate, 30 degrees today, and just enjoying a day at the beach. Cheers! Hey, good morning everyone. We are in Buenos Aires in Argentina. We'll be here for the next 3 days. Today is February 12th. And I've watched the last video that I sent out yesterday on Valparaiso and Piemonte, and I noticed that we're always behind the camera and not so much in front. So we have to change that a little bit and show our faces here and there.
It's going to be 35 degrees today here in Buenos Aires, and it's it's going to be very hot. And we got a little walking tour today in the city, so we'll see how that works out.
It'll be an interesting walking tour though, because it involves food, and as you know by now, the both of us like food quite a lot. So here's the city line. I'll just show you the city line a little bit. We're still on the boat. We'll be leaving a little bit later on. And yeah, so let's see what happens today. Have a good one. Alright, we have arrived at our first destination here. Beautiful location. We're sitting outside under the trees. It's a gorgeous day. Let's see what we're going to have. We were told we're going to try a beef sausage on a bun.
football. It's a family business that now the grandkids ran this business. It has been running for 60 years. One of the players used to play in River Plate, which is the millionaires. That's how we call the River Plate team. Because, they have the bigger stadium, they're in a very nice area. Then we have Boca Juniors and 28 other teams in the A division, which is the Premier League. Then we have the second division, also with 36 teams, and it goes A, B, C, D, E. So all the clubs have different categories. So this now, it's a pizza place, but you're not going to have pizza. You're going to have empanada, which is the empanada with beef. I order a vegetarian one. How about cheese?
This is our third stop, and in this restaurant we're going to have wine and a cheese appetizer and a meat platter, the way the Argentinians like to enjoy it on the weekend. This stop was really yummy and we were so full at the end. And the last stop was an ice cream place, Gelato, with the famous dulce de leche. Yummy.
Here in Buenos Aires, we are parked by a sea container port, and as you can see, there's thousands and thousands of sea containers. That just goes to show you all the goods that are being transported around the world. Here we are, we're in this is an old opera house. I don't know the exact date in Buenos Aires, but now what they did, they turned it into a library.
Bookstore.
Bookstore.
And it's called El Ateno. It's a very famous bookstore.
Yeah, over 1 million books in this place,
Yes.
apparently.
Yeah, it's quite impressive.
Not very many English, but mostly Spanish, of course.
But then in 1822, this became the first cemetery of the city, and the orchard did not exist anymore. And now you can see that there are many buildings around this cemetery, so this is why it's closed. Only the people that have a mausoleum here can be buried in this cemetery. There is a date, 1822, at the entrance. That is when they created the cemetery. Then in the center is another date, 1881. This is when they remodeled the cemetery and they made it look like it is nowadays, like a city. So we say that this is a city within the city. Yes. We have wide avenues and narrow streets as in any big city, and more than 4,000 mausoleums, as I told you before.
This is also the cemetery where Eva Perón is buried. Eva Perón was a very famous person in Argentina, and she was the first lady from June 1946 until her death in July 1952.